Hi, welcome to Mcassar. This is the township where Restoring the Sound Centre of Learning is based in. This type of housing setup, they call it a housing estate. This has been established particularly by the apartheid government of the day. So we had what at that time what was called the Group Areas Act. So this would typically be called a coloured township, coloured meaning people of mixed race. And we have townships like this for Indian folks. We have townships like this in fact a little more difficult circumstances for your indigenous black folk. This is block Q2, there's block Q1, block P1 and P2. This street actually has no name. For 40 years these blocks have been standing here without a proper name or a proper identity, and so this seems to be the order of the day. There's a lot of confusion that's been happening over the years. Nobody knows who's supposed to rule who, and so there's no accountability, there's no leadership structure as such. This is my perception. Because it's a so-called coloured township, we're still in the middle. We're neither white nor black. So in the past we weren't white enough and now we're not black enough. So there's always this casting away of the so-called, yeah, it's a hard word I'm using, but the bastard grouping, the people of mixed race. There's a lot of unemployment. It's about 75% of unemployment. Lots of children, many children. And we have a problem with teenage pregnancy. Something like the kids, some of them have children already from the age of 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, so there's a vicious cycle of that kind of thing busy happening. Dropping out of society, dropping out of school, drug problems, alcohol problems, all of that kind of thing. Behind me you will see some graffiti, some markings. Some of the local youngsters of some gangs that used to operate here. So if they gain territory by lighting up their marijuana pipes and being here for several hours doing their drugs, etc., etc., this will now then become their particular territory. Don't give up. Don't give up. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. Restoring the Sound has come into the area about 5 years ago, and we've tried to bring some blessings. Blessings in the way of order, blessings in the way of learning materials, teaching materials, putting some structure, helping people fill out some forms, helping children get to reaching their dreams and reaching their goals, and in particular through the music education that we have. You're sure gonna make it. With God on your side. Music is the food of life. We always have music, always need music, and I think this is probably one of the best gifts that God has given mankind, to be able to make music and to sing and to play an instrument. Father of our Master Jesus Christ. So here we are, this is Restoring the Sound. Come on and have a look and we can see what's happening. This is the studio, my studio, which is Samsung's. We're an Apple-based studio. I love Apple Mac, very reliable. And here we have some musicians here. They're busy crafting their skills, etc. We try to make the place very homely, very comfortable, so that nothing is intimidating. So we get them to sit down and tell us their stories. And then from them telling us their stories, we teach them different musical skills, including songwriting, and we get them to turn their stories, some of them bad stories, into a song of some sort. This particular room we're in now is our newest facility. It's called the rehearsal room. And inside here, the youngsters can play as loud as they want, as long as they want, whatever they want. You can see I've given this some very nice acoustic treatment. It's an expensive exercise for a facility like this, and of course nice wooden flooring. Yeah, so the different bands can actually practice in here. You can see we've only just finished this particular wall. You can see some of the offcuts busy happening here. Behind this wall is our drum booth. Most schools have a problem with drums, and so if you'll excuse the mess, this will be our drum room where the guys can actually do their whole drumming, etc., etc. We've been blessed with some air conditioning, so it's not going to be so hot in here anymore. Although restoring the sound seems to be restoring the sound of more people than just musicians, so the sound of the mother, the orphan, the foreigner, the drug addict, the sound of various people are being restored.